What is up, dudes? My name is Dude. Welcome back to some more Steins Gate Zero. After Fubuki's exam was over, we went to her room and listened to her complain, and then the visit was over. Last episode, we just repeated stuff that happened last time. We went to the, hospital, and we were like, "Hey, Lashkina, what's up? You're not evil." And he was like, "Ha ha ha ha, I'm totally not evil, Rintaro." And we were like, "Yeah, thanks. That wasn't weird at all." And he was like, "Yeah, I know it wasn't weird at all." And I was like, "Yeah, cool. See you later, dude. When I go to Victor Convery University." Just like Dr. Leskinen had said, she looked just fine. She told us she was ready to leave the hospital and jog all the way home. Maidi and the others were relieved, but I felt worried. Did I need to talk to Dr. Leskinen about reading Steiner after all? No. Because you'll ruin the world. Although we might need to do that in order to save the world, but I don't know. But how would I explain it? It might be a better idea to talk to Maho and have her explain it to him. I couldn't come to the answer right away. We said goodbye to Kaede and Yuki at one of the stations on the way back. Before we got to Ikebukuro, I remembered to take out my phone, and open the web browser. I went to channel, eager to see how she'd responded to the beta I'd spread this afternoon. Not das. What am I even saying? I can't speak right now, guys. I'm sorry. Put my hand over my mouth to stifle the noise. Nothing. It was nothing, Maori. Don't even worry about it. Maori had been standing next to me, and she was leaning over at my screen. Leaning over at my screen? I fished her up, all right. I didn't think it would go this well. This timestamp was from just 30 minutes ago. It was Fitzgerald's Lorentz who based their hypothesis off that experiment. Einstein himself said it had nothing to do with his theories. You don't even know that? How? Ilo ignorant are you? Oh, how? Okay, because there was a bar going right across. I was like, why did she say that? How ignorant are you? LOL. I decided to respond immediately, using the same name, Solari's neighbor. You're the ignorant one. In a letter written before his death, Einstein said that he was aware of Michelson and Morley's experiment. Posted it and then reloaded the thread. There was already a response from her. Whoa, that fast? I know that, duh. All he said was that he knew of the experiment, obviously. Einstein used the Bezow experiment. I can't read the rest. How did she respond? The time lag between the posts was just 21 seconds. It was kind of irritating to have her come off after me so hard. It was as if she was insulting me as a person. Well, I was the one who deliberately written in mistake, so I should have expected it. And stellar aberration to come up with a theory of relativity. You just can't let anyone else win, can you? I see you haven't changed a bit. Are you Mozart? The thread's other residents were probably confused, everyone except for her. Maidi had been watching our exchange and looked at me confused. Yes. I do. Yeah, there's someone I've known for a long time. I think. Now then, how would she reply to the nickname Solari's neighbor in the post I just wrote? I was curious, but there wasn't an immediate response like before. The train reached Ikebukuro Station. This is getting interesting, guys. I'm liking this. It's finally a change of pace now. Ooh. The train slid into the station and stopped. I reloaded the thread one more time before the doors opened. And there was a very short response from Kurigohan and Kamehameha. What is going on here? Imakita Industries? Who are you? There could be no doubt now. This Kurigohan and Kamehameha was Kurisa. Oh man, when are we gonna become homie and kill me again? I miss those days. It was a very hot day in 1998 when we already went through this. I'm pretty sure we already went through this. In a day in 1998 when Suzawa said goodbye to Kagari Shina. She'd gone to get food and water from a local store, and when she'd come back and opened the hatch, Kagari was inside, screaming. But Alas. I can't skip it. We've already seen this. It's very sad. She has super robotic strength or something. She's superhuman. She looked inside and saw that Kaguri was slamming her tiny hands down on the control console. Or maybe? No. Because then Suzuha would also be insanely strong. I was thinking maybe the gravity on in the future is just way heavier since all the nuclear damage and stuff. And so the atmosphere is messed up, so the gravity is just heavier or something. And I was like, but then Suzuha would also be like super strong. So she would also be fast and whatnot, and you know, wouldn't have to. She would be able to deal with Kagari.
お前、何をしてるんだ?
Kagari shrank back when she saw Suzuha.
違うの。これはその。
I'm glad we had like a new bit for just like 2 seconds, and now we're back to the bad ending stuff.
答えろ。
なんで。
So far, this feels like doing the. So far, this feels like if I would have done the Kuri's ending and then went for the true ending. Like, the Kuri's ending ends when you press enter and then she's like, wait, or whatever, you know. That's where it ends. But then the true ending goes further than that. I mean, there's been a little separate things here, and maybe there's. I'm sure there will be more after, and like in the true ending, there's a lot more after you finish the Kuri's ending. But I'm saying, like, up until then, it feels like I'm kind of just doing stuff over again. I don't know how much I'll be doing over again. But
目を覚ましたら鈴葉お姉ちゃんがいなくて真っ暗で明かりもつかないし狭くて怖くて苦しくてだから係ドアを開けたくてそれであちこちいじってるうちにこんなことに
stop whining. Something about Kagari you need to cry.
鈴葉お姉ちゃん
What's about her?
ごめんなさいでも本当に怖かったんだだから
そうか。
Suzuha relaxed her guard. Kagari had PTSD from her time as a war orphan, and she hadn't fully recovered yet. Mairi had once told her that she got very frightened in dark and cramped places. It would make sense if waking up in the dark caused a panic attack. The time machine could only function with Suzuha's biometric authorization. Someone at Kagari says wouldn't be able to break the console either. I don't know about that. She seems like super strong.
お前は時間移動のショックで気を失ってたんだよ。だから休ませておいたんだけど、悪かった。
Suzuha grabbed one of the Kagari's tiny hands to help her up, and then led her outside the time machine.
暑い
Now punch her! Sorry, what?
かがり、約束するんだ。どんなことがあっても、操縦席のスイッチに触ったりするな。
We're saving the world.
じゃあ、私は仕事にかかるから、お前はその辺で休んでるんだ。飲み物と食べ物は適当に食べていい。
Suzuha handed Kagari the provisions she brought, then went inside and poked her head into the cargo space under the control console. She connected the IBM 5100 she stored there to a portable terminal she brought from the future. By all appearances, it was an early 2000 cell phone, but inside it was a miniaturized quantum computer from the year 2036. Of course, Future Daru had made it himself. When she booted up the IBM 5100, rows of numbers started to appear on the screen.
何をするの
Saving the world. Kagari was looking in from outside the machine.
2000年問題は勉強したか？
施設の学校でちょっとだけ結局何にも起こらなかったんでしょ
表向きはね。
Now that's what happened. The computer was just like, "Ooh, yeah. I understand that we're at 1999, and that the next number in our infinite number system is going to be 2000.
公表されてないけど、実は当時、あれのせいでいくつかの地域や国に深刻な問題が起きたんだ。
そうなの？
問題だったのは、この IBN5100 というコンピューターなんだよ。これには古いプログラム言語が搭載されてるんだけど、そのプログラムの問題点を技術者たちが修正できなかった。
When did the IBM 5100 come out? Were people even using it back then? Let me just do some research real quick. Right quick, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. IBM 5100. Okay, so the IBM 5100 came out, it discontinued in 1978. So no one's using it in 2000. It discontinued 22 years before the Y2K problem even happened. So why is this like why are they is she talking about this? It's got no programming language on it. I mean, you just weren't able to fix the problem.
というより、そんな言語で書かれた重大なプログラムが存在すること自体、全く知られてなかった。
This is just a made-up thing for Steins Gate, right? This is just like because they were like, ooh, blah blah, you know, it was like, did you hear that? Did the track just restart right there? What was that? Was that a loop or something? I don't know. But was that like, that's what it's for? It's like Steins Gate and that, like, because I know the IBM is supposed to like save the world or whatever. They're like supposed to, you know, help save the world and stuff. So I'm assuming it's just Steins Gate problem, not an actual problem.
第三次世界大戦はタイムマシンの開発競争が発端なんだけど。もしかすると2000年問題で発生したある事象とそれに付随する対立こそがもっと深い原因である可能性がある。
She didn't expect a 10-year-old like Kagadi to understand this, but she didn't feel like taking the time to explain.
しかも西暦2000年というのは特殊な年でね。すべてのそれに関連してこの問題があらゆる世界線の因果に重大な影響を引き起こすかもしれない。私たちが目指してる狭間の世界線、シュタインズゲートも例外じゃない。
She looked down at the terminal connected to the IBM 5100.
だからこれは2000年問題を起こさないようにするための修正プログラムなんだよ。
Right now, the terminal was converting the patch into the language used by the IBM 5100. The next step was to spread this program all around the world in the form of a virus. In the year 2000, problems that this era engineers missed would completely disappear. The word connect appeared on the terminal subscreen. Okay, yeah. So obviously it wasn't a problem because they're saying Suzawa is the one who fixed it.
Okay. つながった。
I was just seeing if there was like anything. They were saying like there's this APL coding. It like had two different ones and you could like switch in between them, and most computers only have this like basic one, and they were like, what is that? And then this one guy was like, yeah, well, if we had to learn APL, then this can't be used as a regular computer because no one's going to learn how to do this when you can just learn how to do the basic one that every other computer in this world has. And he's like, that sounds pretty good to me. She'd been told that in Japan in this era, that's what I read very shortly. I was reading while they were talking because I already read it. I'm pretty sure I already read this part. This may part may be a little different, but for the main part, I'm sure it's not. I don't know. These letters are in blue, so it might be different. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's like I read a bit while they were talking. So That's why I might have been slow to go to the next one, or fast to go to the next one. ADSL was still in the test phase, and most normal users connected to the internet by low-speed dial-up using ISDN. Ugh. But in major city areas like Akihabara University, labs, and some big computer companies were starting to use fiber optic broadband. Some of them were even using wireless LANs. Ooh. Suzuo cracked her way into one of those. Dad had laughed when he said that with 2036 technology, cracking late 20th century network security was a joke. But he'd been right. I wonder if, like, cracking it now, even with, like, 2017's technology, would that be also a joke? Or would it be a small challenge?
でも未来を変えちゃったらかがりたちがいた未来の世界も全然変わっちゃうんじゃないの?
You know, since we're just so far ahead of what we were. Surprisingly, Kagari had gotten the gist of what Suzuha had just told her.
そういうことだ。
Put some handcuffs on her.
もうあの世界は存在させない。私たちはシュタインズゲートを目指すためにここへ来たんだから。
Suddenly, Kagari turned into a terrible person. The uneasy look on Kagari's face vanished. It was as if her soul had left her body. Suddenly, her face was expressionless and her eyes were wide.
声
Okay, so in the other version, in the bad ending, she says "koe," and we don't know why she says this, but now we do, which is really odd. I don't remember much of the bad ending. I remember some of it, and I remember like what happened, but I don't know like if I'll be able to like how it ended was like, you know, Okabe was there and then he was like, oh, you know, we'll do this or whatever, right? Yeah, he was the, yeah, okay, now I remember. Okay, there's going to be more to this ending, but if something drastically different doesn't happen, I'm, okay, if something drastically, okay, what I'm saying is, if the bad ending doesn't have something drastically different than this ending, like, you know, you guys know what I'm saying, like, drastically different content than this ending, then I'm going to be a little upset. Because this ending is going to go longer than the other ending, right? But the bad ending, like, I'm saying maybe this will go up to the bad ending and then go further, like, more stuff will happen, or, like, just some of the stuff won't happen. Like, Mayori won't run off. The fight won't happen. Maybe, I guess, maybe, like, Maho won't choke us and all that kind of stuff, or we won't be trapped or something like that. Or if we do get trapped, then Suzuha will come down and find us and she'll save us, and then we can get out of it real quick, and then we can save the world and whatnot, right? Or something like that. If that happens, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Because then nothing different will happen. Like, only very small changes. And, like, it won't even be needed. But you guys wanted me to do the bad ending. So I'm assuming it had to at least be a good amount of difference between the bad ending and this, and then the way to the true ending. Right?
神様の声聞こえる?
Bad. Stop listening to it, Kagari. Stop.
かがり?
ダメだよ。よくないよ。
That's not God's voice. That's not God.
ダメなんだよ、鈴葉お姉ちゃん。そんなことしちゃいけないんだ。
Oh, I hate you so. Punch her. Punch her in the face. I don't care if she's a small child. Punch her. Just do it. Do it right now. If you don't, I will. If you don't, I will.
おい。
Oi. Kagari was acting strangely. Oh, really? Suspiciously, Suzuha reached her hand out towards her. I don't know if you guys can hear the creaking of my keyboard. But... Oh god. What's gonna happen? I've never played this part before in my whole entire life, so I don't know. And quicker than any child should be able to move. She slammed her shoulder straight into Suzuha's body. Great. Fantastic. You know what? Nope. I'm just not even gonna, whatever. I just turned it off. 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah? There you go. There's your voice acting. Suzuha was caught completely off guard. That's how fast it was. Kaguri's shoulder hit her in the solar plexus. Whoa! She bent over and collapsed onto the seat. Kaguri tore the terminal out of Suzuha's hands. The cables connecting the IBF-5100 were ripped out, and the errors displayed on the both screens. Oh, what's happening? I've never seen this part before. I'm glad I did the good ending. I did the bad ending first. Sorry, Kaguri didn't answer the question. Sorry, it's just, you know, you guys can understand, right? You guys can understand where I'm at currently. Soon I'll probably understand, like, why you wanted me to do the bad ending. But right now, I'm currently in a state of, I'm repeating this, you know? Instead, she grabbed the backpack that Suzuha had placed on the seat and spilled its contents onto the floor. There were MREs, spare parts, clothes, and semi-automatic pistol. Suzuha couldn't believe it. Kaguri was going to try and pick it up. Punch her in the face. She forced herself to ignore the pain as she jumped on Kaguri's body. But another unbelievably powerful body slam knocked her back. I'm saying, like, who is Kaguri? Why can she unbelievably hit her? Like, Suzuha, this is immediately after she comes back from World War III. So she has not lost any of her mojo since. So she is, you know, inherently, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Strong? So, like, she can't, you know, it doesn't make any sense that, whatever. Something cold was pushed right up against her brow. Shut up, Kaguri. No one likes you. Shut her mouth. Kaguri's tiny hands weren't shaking at all as they clutched his semi-automatic pistol. In the space of an instant, the safety on the gun had been flipped off. That's when Suzuha realized that it wasn't just a temper tantrum. Suzuha was the one who taught her how to use a gun! That's why she knew that Kaguri was perfectly calm. Listen, you can't let your multiple personalities damage me, okay? You can't let your multiple personalities screw over the world. There were no hesitation in her eyes. Instead, Suzuha was something. I didn't mean to skip that. My finger was on the D-pad and it moved onto the screen, and that way it skipped the line. We should have left you there. We should like threw you off the building or something. You brat. And I know you guys are gonna get upset about me or something. You're gonna be like, oh, but Animu Dude, she's only a little child. But Animu Dude, it's the voice talking to her. But Animu Dude, it's her only perspective, so she sees it as the world won't change and all that kind of stuff. Well, you guys, you should understand that she's a crazy psychopath. But Animu Dude, she has PTSD. Her mom's gonna die if she doesn't do this. No, Mayuri isn't gonna die. She's gonna live. I know no one probably said that one, but I'm still. You're not saving Mommy. Mommy's living no matter what. If anything, she's living more because we give her to Steins Gate. Because we go to Steins Gate. You aren't even alive yet, you child. Stop being such a brat. I like how she's like, it's not a temper tantrum anymore. It's still a temper tantrum. You're still being a brat. Just because you have a gun, just because you're crazy, just because the temper tantrum leads to more than just a regular temper tantrum, doesn't mean it's not anymore. You're still like, just being a brat. Kaguri turned the gun towards the IBM-5100. Did she shoot it? No, she shoots it with a silenced gun. What is this gun she's using that's like completely silenced? Like, I'm literally standing right next to her. Well, this is Suzuha's perspective, so I'm literally standing right next to her, and it sounds like bup, bup, bup. I don't know, maybe Japanese guns are quieter? Before Suzuha could stop her, she yanked down on the trigger. Again and again. Punch her! Punch her! Literally, you are saving the world. I understand that you're caring for her because, like, Mayuri was like, care for her. Mayuri only did that because she didn't want her to ruin the world. Then Kagadi jumped out of the time machine. Suzuha never saw her again. Good. I can just see her, like, jumping out, like, her 2-foot self jumping out and then walking away. I'm like, good, leave. Don't shoot the idea of 5100, you weirdo. Whack job. On every night that passed, she remembered Kagadi. You guys understood. You guys gotta also understand. For those who've skipped the bad ending, maybe. I have seen this part 2 times, and therefore double the irritation at Kagadi. Suzuha had spent some time looking for Kagadi when she'd first come to this era, but in the end, she never found anything. But Shina Kagadi, who was now 22 years old, was here in Akihabara. Suzuha was sure of it.
Oh, Maho-tan, osu.
Daru was sitting at the computer next to Suzuha and talking into his monitor. Someone, I think it was, I can't remember names. I'm not very good. Someone said that last episode or the episode before, Kagadi said that FB was a girl because it was from Kagadi's perspective. Like the narrator was saying that because it was Kagadi's perspective. But Suzuha only I've made this argument before with the whole perspective thing. She only calls Daru dad. So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to call him Itaru here. If that's the argument you're making for why Kagadi is calling FB a girl. But I mean, it really doesn't matter too much. I'm just saying, like, the thing for the reason why Kagadi's perspective is saying that FB's a guy, FB's a girl, is that, then why does Suzuha's perspective? Also, it says next to Suzuha. Like, what is this a narrator? It's a narrator, right? But it's like sometimes it takes perspective of the. It's a weird narrator area. It's very weird. The monitor was displayed at a video chat screen. On the screen was a young girl dressed in slovenly fashion. No. Is this the narrator doing this? Slovenly fashion. No, a proper, fully grown lady. What? What in the world? Skype is the worst program. If you are using Skype, you have to stop immediately. Please do not use Skype. It was 8:30 p.m. at the Future Gadget Lab in Akihabara. Meanwhile, Victor Condria was an hour off from the usual from usual due to daylight savings time, and it was 7:30 a.m.
ヒヤジョーさん、大丈夫?
Wait. What? Meanwhile, it was 8:30 p.m. Okay. But we aren't 12 hours off, we're 14 hours. Okay, never mind. I'm in EST. They must be in, No, because then wouldn't they even be more hours off? Wouldn't they be even further away? Victor Condria is in what? Is Victor Condria a real university? Let me look this up real quick, guys. Wait 1 second. I haven't looked this up at all, man. Probably because I just didn't think it was real. Is it real? Is it based off of anything? No, I just looked at Victor Condria and it says, does Chaos Head impact Steins Gate in any way? Is it actual? I don't think it's a real. No, it doesn't seem to say anything. This is like in a foreign language. What is this? I can't find anything. No. Some stuff is like based on certain stuff, like in this game, but so far I can't. I don't think that is. I don't know.
この時間だし寝起きっしょ。
Maho is a mess. She looks absolutely awful. Her hair was never combed right, but her eyes were bloodshot and her gaze was wandering. I'm so glad we're having this right now. I'm so glad this is happening. It's good. Good to have new stuff. What? Maho looks so bad. Why are we calling Maho? Does Suzuha talk to her a lot? What is this world line? The spots under her eyes were too dark for the little bit of makeup she applied to cover them up. Her cheeks were sunken, which made her look even tinier than usual. Sunken cheeks make her look tinier? On top of all that, her skin was terribly pale. She looked like something out of a zombie movie.
低血圧マホタンも燃える
Normally, she would have gotten upset at Dotty's joke, but either she been gotten used to it, or simply given up, because she said nothing.
そっちの進展はどう？
なんとかオカリンが分解しちゃう前の状態に組み立て直したを機能はほぼ再現できてると思われ
Are you guys working on the D-mail machine without me? The future future gadget number 7 or whatever it is, microwave subject name, phone name subject change. Daru glanced towards the development room, past the curtain in the back of the lab. Right now, he was working with Maho to recreate what Okabe had called the time leap machine. Okay, the time leap machine. Are you guys serious? Working on that without me?
うまくいかないの？
なんか安定しないっつうか普通の電子レンジになっちゃうんだよね
そう。何がいけないのかしら。
オカリンに
Sorry.
そこんところの話を聞ければ違ってくるんだけどな
無理だよ。私たちがこんなことしているって知っただけで怒鳴り込んでくるよ。おじさんは恐れているんだ。世
Man,
界線の収束する力というものを。
you know, I know he's... Wait. Wait! That means Maho! That means she know... Wait. But we haven't... And she... And... What? That means Maho knows and we haven't told her. So they told... They kind of just skipped over this now, didn't they? What I was going to say originally was, man, I miss doing the world line changes. I miss that. But then I realized that we have told Maho already.
あの人を説得するのは容易じゃない。
Yeah, I won't. But, you know. In fact, it had almost been a year since she'd first tried and failed. Wow, that long, huh? There was a moment of silence. Wait, let's get in here. So shouldn't she also be here?
ってマホタンもしかして寝てんじゃね
Ugh. Really, Maho? Maho's whole body jerked, and she almost fell out of her chair.
危なかったわ。出勤前なのに二度寝してしまうところだった。
つうか頑張りすぎだお無理して体壊したら意味なくね
このくらい平気よ。というか、これだけやってもまだ天才にはかなわないんだから。
そんなことないと思うけどな僕はさマホタンだって十分天才だと
気休めなら不要よ。岡部さんの言っていたタイムリープ、こんなにヒントはあるのに未だに解を見つけられないんだもの。
What?
記憶データなんて膨大なものをどうやって圧縮して過去へ送ることができたのか。
Have we gotten choked in this timeline? I don't think so. We told her about this kind of stuff?
クリスはそれをやってのけたって言う。
No! I'm an idiot. Yeah, we did. Ah, guys. Don't stop your commenting. Stop your commenting. Stop your commenting. I hate... Okay, so this happens a little too frequently. People will comment... I don't know. I don't know what you guys do. I'm not saying all of you do it, but a few of you guys, I don't know how you do this, but I'm guessing, I'm only assuming I say something, you immediately pause the video because you're so infuriated at me for some strange reason, or maybe you don't even pause the video, maybe you keep typing, because immediately afterward, I have multiple times I've seen it to where, like, I know for a fact immediately afterwards in the video I go like, wait, blah 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 instead. I correct myself. But I have seen people like comment and like either they immediately pause the video and then just leave after they like comment like blah blah blah. You don't know this. This is so dumb. You stupid idiot. I'm like, I learned that like a second afterwards. I literally just learned that a second afterwards. And then I'm like, what did you do? Did you pause? Were you typing when I was figuring out the right thing, or what happened there? But yeah, what just happened was I remembered now, because I'm getting the world lines mixed up and everything. So what I remember now is that we stayed the night over at Maho's, and we told her everything. So we ended up, we have already told Maho everything, and that's why she knows all this. Okay, never mind. We already went through this, so it's fine. It just feels like so long ago, you know. But now I remember what happened. It's just sometimes, you know, you get all the world lines mixed up. It's hard to tell. Maho seemed upset. It's obvious even through the monitor.
あ、ごめんなさい。愚痴をこぼしている場合じゃなかったわね。今日の報告、他に何かあるかしら。なければそろそろ出勤しようと思うのだけれど。
もう一つある。
Watch out for Leskinen. Suzuo looked at Daru.
前から調べてほしいって頼まれてた件につ。
何か分かったの？
はっきりしたことはまだ。
そう。
あちこちのネットワークに強引に侵入したりとかギリギリまではやってみたんだよ。
別に責めたりしないわ。今分かっていることを教えてちょうだい。
いやむしろ激しく罵倒とかしてくれて OK なわけだが。
父さん。
早くして時間が来ちゃうから。
ほいほい。
Daru opened a different window on the monitor. He displayed one text file in it. It was a record of the information Daru and Suzuo had collected.
まずマホタンたちがホテルの地下駐車場で襲われた事件。警察の発表だと新興カルト教団の男が違法薬物を使った末にって話になって、あれ間違いなく嘘だわ。
嘘？
犯人の身元は警察発表通り某大学の准教授。これはいいんだけどさ、そいつが宗教団体に所属してたっつう事実がこれっぽっちも出てこないんだよね。公安が隠し持ってる教団員のデータにもアクセスしてみたから確定。
捏造ってこと？
アットチャンネルとか見てるとさ、信者っぽい人が時々書き子するんだよね。教団は無実だとか陰謀だとか。そうすると一瞬でものすごい数の教団アンチが湧いてきてフルボッコなわけ。しかもそのアンチどももっともらしい偽の証拠とかガンガン出してくるんだよ。
Wait, is beat the daylights out of someone a non like does no one know? Is that like a non-common phrase nowadays? A one-sided battle in which the target gets the daylights beaten out of them. Yeah. I like how it explains it it says beat the daylights in the description. Why does it? And who doesn't know what a hater is? Some of these I just don't understand like why they put them there. Tsundere. Is Men in Black Men in Black? We're gonna check that out. Wait, what? Or are these a new one? Oh no, it's like a freaking numbered by stupid bad. MIB. Men in Black? Men in Black, okay. Just making sure it was.
画像付きとかで。いくらなんでもあれはちょっと異常。
そうなの？私そのアットチャンネルというのをあまりよく知らないから。
アットちゃん含めてさ、大抵の大手サイトには工作員が張り付いてるもんなんだよ。しかもビジネスとしてバイト代もらってね。朝から晩まで24時間ぶっ通しで。
情報操作、プロパガンダだね。
Yeah, we know what propaganda is.
政治家や官僚なんかもネット世論の誘導に利用してるし、それを専門にしてる会社もあるくらいだお。
Why didn't it highlight politicians and bureaucrats if I don't know what propaganda means? Obviously, I don't know what that means either.
なるほど。それならわかるわ。そのあたりは。
でも工作員なんて僕からしたら IP 変えてもバラバラなんで。それでチェックしてみたら、あの事件、すごい人数の工作員が投入されてるっぽい。どこからそんなに金が出てるんだよってレベル。
Huh.
そう。
父さんのバイト先が襲われた方の事件は？
そっちも同じ。
Just what is going on? The police called at a fight between foreign mafias trying to expand their territory in Japan. Media never questioned the story at all, and even people on the boards on the famously skeptical AT channel believed everything they were told. Of course, there was no mention whatsoever of Russia or CERN. Wait, what? If it's a famously skeptical thing, don't they just make arguments about like dumb things like, oh look, there's a star in the sky. That's obviously a UFO, you idiot. Like what? Why wouldn't they make an argument about this? I guess it's just you know, it's just a mafia, you know, it's just a Yakuza turf war.
試しに目撃者を装ってロシアの特殊部隊を見たってすれ立ててみたんだよね。そしたらまあすごいのなんの、炎上しすぎてびっくりしたお。あん時は思わず工作員の本名から会社名まで全部晒してやろうかと思ったっつうの。
Man, evidently he'd been really irritated. It was rare for daughter to get so angry, or maybe it wasn't. She decided. See, it's weird because it's like, you don't know what perspective it's from Susa's, obviously, right? Because you know we don't know anyone else it would have been from. But the narrator doesn't talk like any human. He doesn't talk like any person in this story. But he also does. The narrator also does sometimes. Sometimes will talk as the people, but he never. I don't know. The narrator's like its own entity, but can be the people in the game as well. It's so weird. The narrator's a very weird thing in this game.
つまり、どこかから圧力がかかっていて、幕引きにされたってことね。
It's like they were trying it. It's like they were testing it out to see if it worked. And like they weren't really sure if it did. They were like, or maybe they were testing it out and they were like, well, you know, it's interesting, we should put it in there. Like, because they wanted it to be different from Steins Gate. They wanted the difference. They didn't want it to just be from Okabe's perspective. So they're like, let's put this new thing in. But because the game is centered around Okabe, let's only put Okabe's thoughts in there and make it some weird narrator type thing for everyone else that we want it to be. Because we don't want it to be their game. We want it to be Okabe's game. Just, we want their perspective sometimes too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! It happened immediately after I just did it. It happened immediately after I just... Oh my god. You guys know how upset this makes me.
さすがは自由の国日本だけのことはあるわ。
アメリカも似たようなもんじゃね。
違いないわね。
The two of them smiled at the joke. I'm looking up micro USBs right now.
僕としてはお手上げ。
そう。それで十分よ。調べてくれてありがとう。
Yeah, Dottie, don't even worry about it. You did all you could, man.
ヒアジョーさん、研究所から来日の許可は下りそうなの？
それがレスキネン教授の助手として連れて行ってもらえるよう何回も申請しているのだけれど。
You know why?
結果の連続なのよ。
Because he's doing some evil stuff. He's doing some evil stuff there. That's why. That's why. He's an evil man. Can't trust him. Can't trust thoughts.
レスキネン教授は今こっちに来てるんだっけ？
ええ、新型脳炎の調査でね。
It had nothing to do with artificial intelligence. It seemed Maho wouldn't be allowed to go along.
いいわ。どうしてもダメと言うなら、こっちにも考えがあるもの。
どうする気？
まさか上官の命令無視してでも正義を貫くとか？そして悪に捕まってしまうんですね。わかります。
Really, Daru in hentai?
ねえねえ真帆たん、殺せって言ってみて。できればすごく悔しそうな顔で。
は？
父さん。
Suza's hand went for her back pocket.
させん。
Why? Daru's shoulders slumped as he apologized. Lately, she'd been able to put a stop to Daru's terrible jokes just by doing that. She wasn't sure if it was a good thing or a bad thing that she knew exactly how to handle them.
ま、とにかく近々そっちへ行くわ。
わかった。日程が決まったら連絡を。それとヒヤ嬢さん、出勤するならもう一度鏡を見てからにした方がいい。
Damn. Just before they ended the call, Suza decided to warn her.
ん？
She can see her little face in the side. Why would she be like, do I look bad? Maho stood up and walked towards the closet. Yeah, the closet without turning off the camera. She vanished from view, but a moment later... She must have seen how terrible she looked, because she let out a very unfeminine scream. They relaxed for a moment after turning off the video chat. But then it got real serious because we put some serious music on. She thought back to the time before she'd become a time traveler. She did this every time she got off the video chat with Maho.
タイムマシン開発の協力者、ヒヤ嬢真帆か。
It was after Maho had gone back to America that she volunteered to help Suza and Daru with the time machine. That meant that when Hashida Daru completed the time machine 25 years from now, Yajo Maho would have contributed it in some way. But...
あんまり未来のことを言うのはまずいんだけど、父さんの仲間にそんな名前の人いなかったんだよね。
え、そうなん？
ということはさ、どこかのタイミングで開発メンバーから抜けるってことなんじゃないかな。
Brainwashed.
自分の意思なのか、それ以外の外的要因なのかはわからないけど、少なくとも開発の主要メンバーじゃなかったと思う。
そうなのか。かなり頼もしい人だけどな。
こんなことを言いたくはないけど、どこかのスパイという可能性もある。
いくらなんでも真帆たんに限ってそれはないよ。
ごめん。でもそういう可能性もあるっていうことだけは頭に入れておいて。
She's just being careful, Daru.
言ったでしょ。第三次世界大戦前の情報戦はもう始まってるんだ。
Daru's neck is thick. Sorry, I had to say it. I just looked at it. Boom. You have like thyroid cancer or something, buddy.
どっちにしろマシンの秘密が無駄に漏れるのは困るよ。それだけは徹底するようちゃんと注意し。で、この先のタイムマシン開発はどう進め。
やっぱオカリンの協力がないとな。
結局そこなんだよね。こうなったら力ずくで。
Do it, Suza.
前にそれしようとして失敗したのはどこの誰だっけ？
Suza pursed her lips. Even with the gun in his face, Wakabae Rintaro still want to get into the time machine. To be honest, Suza was out of options. She stifled a sigh. You could show him your tits. Just saying. Didn't do any good to let herself get down.
そういえば母さんとはうまくやれてる？
な？
私そっちの方も心配なんだ。
Yeah, or else she doesn't get born.
大丈夫？私が生まれてこなくなるような事態にならないよね。
なんつうの？タイムマシンよりもなんだい？
It's pretty important, Daru.
ちょっと。
Suza stormed over to Daru.
困るよ。 父さん。
うん。パパ、頑張るからね。
いっつも口ばっかり。結局例の映画のチケットも無駄にしちゃったんでしょ。
She meant the pair of movie tickets that Mayuri and Fuddy had conspired to give them at the Christmas party.
あれはさ、オカリンと吹雪氏が倒れちゃったじゃん。その後、お見舞いとかでバタバタしてるうちに映画が終わっちゃってたわけで。
Yeah, we already know all your excuses. We already heard it all, Dottie. We already heard it all. Like, literally, we already heard it.
でもその後、新しいチケットを用意しようとしたら断ったって聞いたけど。
誰に？
Who told you, man?
まゆ姉さんとルミ姉さんに決まってるじゃないか。
Yeah, you fool. We know what's going on.
そりゃあれだ。マユシとフェイリスタに頼りきりなんて男らしくないっしょ。キリ。で、
自分で何か行動に移したわけ？ダメだこれ。
Dottie. Maybe this was a more important problem than the time machine. Suzuha brought her hands up to her head.
いい父さん。私、いつまでもこうやってお説教できないんだからね。もうすぐ行っちゃうんだよ。
You're gonna make me cry, Suzuha, if you keep talking about you leaving. What? What, Dottie? Me? Suddenly there was a sad look in Dottie's eyes.
そういう顔しない。
What? He's sad that you're leaving. I'm sad too. I'm sad too.
約束したはずだよ。もう迷うのはやめにしようって。
For the past 6 months, Suzuha had been thinking about whether it was really right to erase this world. But in the end, it was none other than Dottie who had pushed her to go ahead.
ごめん。
Oh, Dottie. She couldn't bear to see her father so depressed, so she patted his broad back.
しょぼくれてないで、母さんにメールして。予定の空いてる日がないか聞いて。で、空いてたら映画に誘う。
いきなりハードル高すぎ。
高すぎでも何でもいいから誘いなさい。いい？これは命令だからね。
Just do it, Dottie! Make Suzuha. Just make Suzuha. That's it.
命令って。
Yeah. They made it up.
返事は？
さあ、イエスさあ。
So, yes, sir. Satisfied, she headed off to take a shower.
で
Steamy.
もその前にちょっとだけコンビニに行ってくる。
何しに？
いや、実は夕食がまだっつうか、今夜も徹夜になりそうだし、遅くならないうちに買い出しようと。
Hey guys, if you ever wanted to know what ... was in Japanese, it's naishini. Just so you know. Just so you know. She hunched over. He pointed towards the development room. He was pointing at the phone wave, name subject change, Unit 02, that was put together, but still undergoing testing.
睨まないで。なるべく太らないようなものを食べますんで。
バニラ。
はい。
Vanilla ice, Dade.
私、シャワー出たらアイス食べたい。バニラ。
わかった。庶民がなかなか口にできない高級なやつをいっぱい。
いっぱいはいらないよ。一つでいい。
Yeah. Yeah, Dad. Itotsu Dei.
そう、イエスそう。
That was enough to cheer Dodo up. He took his wallet and ran out of the lab.
やれやれ。世話がかかるんだから。
Yada. Hopefully no one Kagari attacks us. I don't think so. We haven't got her keychain in this world line, right? She's just about taking off her jacket so she could take the shower. But...
Suzuha!
What is it, Dodo? Dodo came back into the lab.
どうかした？
What is it? Maybe we'll find out next time, even though we probably already know it's probably the keychain that Kagari is hers. So we'll find out next time, though, because we don't know what it is. Well, what's going to happen, guys? We'll see you later. Wait, no, what is it?
階段のところにさ、こんなの落ちてたんだよね。
Oh, God, what is that? Daddy showed her a keychain she was holding. It was a round anime character. Dude. Daughter, how do you hold... You're a girl? Hey! Here. The Steins Gate team. Alright, so you know how we made this part in the bad ending, right? Yeah. I know how we did that. Yeah, of course I know. Oh yeah, well you know how at the end of the bad ending we make you save your progress so you have it saved to the system so you can skip anything that you've already been through? Oh yeah, I know that. Well, instead of making it be able to skip something you've already seen and been through, how about we just show them the exact same thing they've seen before, and not only this, but copy paste it into there. So if we make a mistake once, it says chain she was holding, we just keep it in there, and they see the exact same mistake 2 times. That is genius, sir. Genius. Oh man. Oh great. Since you think I'm so genius, I'm giving you a raise. Thank you, sir. You're so awesome. It was a round anime character whose color had faded to smoky green. It was an Oopa! I feel like we got it like a prize. What Pokemon is that?
まゆ姉さんじゃないの？
No, it's Kagari. She leaned forward to take a closer look, and then felt like she was experiencing deja vu. So you can't skip it.
このウーパー、どこかで。
But where have we seen it? Maybe we'll find out next time where we've seen this Oopa, because we don't know, and it's not the verbatim what it was in the but we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like if you're enjoying, subscribe for more.